Welcome to Finding the Crystal Road. I'm your host, Dino, and I'm so glad you're here. It's time to have that heart-to-heart conversation I promised you about of the progress of an actual small YouTube channel evolution, and I really hope that you'll stick around for this if you can spare just a few minutes. If you have a channel or you're thinking of starting one, I truly believe this bit of insight could be incredibly helpful for you. This is a real update on my journey into creating this new YouTube channel and my blunders, unfortunately. I'm not making anything up. This is 100% of my honest experience over the last 3 months. I've never done a channel before, and I want to be completely open and transparent about what I've learned. I'll even share my actual numbers with you at the end. They're not spectacular, but I'm delighted in the direction it's heading. I started this journey thinking it would be fun, easy, instantly rewarding. I found out it was a whole lot more work than I ever dreamed of. Early on, the research was easy and even kind of fun. I watched all the gurus promising phenomenal results, flashing their gold and platinum YouTube trophies. And basically, they say if you just pay them, you'd have the ultimate channel using their method. Maybe I would have. But after reading actual reviews, I decided to just jump in and feel my way through it. I'm the kind of guy that puts furniture together without reading the instructions. I'm a genuine hobby enthusiast, and I didn't want to put out another video about making money, getting rich. Don't get me wrong, I like to make money like everybody else, but it's not my niche. I just wanted to be myself and talk about something that's appealing to me. The reality check hit me hard. I'm not a professional, and I haven't had any formal training in video or vlogging. I'm not using that as an excuse, it's just the truth. I'm just a regular person, but I have a real passion about my favorite subject. I made a ton of mistakes in the beginning. In fact, I would say everything was a mistake, but it was a start. And I've been learning from every single boo-boo, and I'm still learning. Before I even created my first minute of video, I spent weeks, months watching countless videos on what to do, what to get, what gear to get and buy. I went down a rabbit hole looking for the best camera, the best lights, the best studio setups, best microphones, best programs. Then I found out you could spend an absolute fortune. I promised myself I wouldn't spend any more than $100, and I didn't. But looking back, I even overspent by spending $100. The bottom line is you just have to dive in, figure it out. I found the hardest part for me was actually making that very first video, then pushing the publish button. Even though I thought it was an ugly video, and I look back, it was a good message, but the video absolutely horrible. And I redone that about 20 times to make it. Sheesh. All the advice givers have great ideas, but I had to piece together from multiple creators for what works for my style. After doing my first 6 videos, I realized I needed a real plan. I'm sure there are more steps than I found, but there are about 7 key steps, and I'd like to share those with you in a minute. I'm not giving advice, I'm just sharing what I learned in my learning curve that I went through. Starting out, I wasn't even sure what direction I was going in. I had a nameless channel I started back in 2023, and I spent months thinking about it, and I didn't even post one video. My wife, she likes pets and animals, and I'm more into the technical how-to videos, so it was a real dilemma to try to figure out what to share. We had so many ideas, but we couldn't agree on the how and the what. I wanted to make videos that everybody would like, but I soon realized that was just absolutely impossible. The next thing I realized was the only way to make a good video is to have a sincere, deep passion for my subject or theme. It had to be something that was meaningful to me, that I would do even if I won the lottery. It wasn't until December of 2024 that I finally decided to either start making videos or give up the idea completely. So I decided to do a rock, mineral, and crystal theme. This has been my number one passion for my whole life. So finding the crystal road was created. This leads me to another piece of advice that I discovered. Don't get discouraged. Once publishing those first 6 videos, I got comments from people saying, you need to do something different. Your information wasn't interesting and you need to make it shorter. Most of these comments came from the people I know. I learned not to see this as a failure, but instead I tried to build on it. Maybe they were right about some things. I used their feedback to try to create better videos. I had a chess mentor when I was a teenager. He told me that if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. I know I'll keep making them, but I need to learn from them. When I look back at my first few videos, I cringe a little bit, but I can see how I've improved over time. I'm not an elegant speaker, and I don't like my voice, but it's the only one I've got. The next thing to think about is what kind of video you're most comfortable in making. At first, I thought I'd be the talking head like this with a nice backdrop. That's why I bought all that stuff I didn't need. I finally realized that doing interviews and voiceovers was the best thing for me, so far at least. The bottom line is, if you have a phone and a selfie stick, you're good to go. The selfie stick is only about $20, so it's no big deal. And there's your studio. You just need a background like your backyard or room atmosphere, kind of like this. If you do voiceovers, you don't even need that. I follow outdoor vloggers that never use a backdrop or a studio, and they get tens of thousands of views on almost every video. So I wasted my money there. I'm still working on creating a compelling storyline for each video. It needs to be genuine, come from the heart. People can tell if you're not really into it. I know the subject I chose will not get millions of subscribers, but it is my passion, and I love discovering as much as I can about it, and I love sharing it with people. Having a relatively high-quality video relies on 2 things: seamless transition with some text and a well-balanced audio. For editing, I use the free version of Canva for my first few videos, and it's fantastic for thumbnails and sizing. I also have a Mac, and I discovered the free iMovie program on it. I use a combination of these 2, and it works perfectly for my budget. YouTube videos show me everything on how to use from start to finish these programs, and my thanks goes out to all those creators that put that there. I'll probably get Final Cut Pro and Opus Clip eventually, but for right now, Canva and iMovie, they work just fine. YouTube Studio is another thing I had to understand. It tells me how my channel is performing, and then I can see what views people are doing, and when they click out, I can understand what people aren't interested in. This was really discouraging at first, but it helped me read my audience. I was told not to delete any old videos and to use them as a motivator to do better. This way I can see my improvement, and unfortunately, you can too. If a video gets hundreds or thousands of views, I keep using that idea and template again. If it's just a few or a few dozen, I avoid it. That's just common sense. To be honest, one big struggle I'm still having with is the sound, and I keep tweaking it. I'm not completely happy, but I know I'll get there in time. So here's a quick recap of the 7 key things that I've learned so far. 1, don't overspend. You have everything you need in your phone, and a laptop is a bonus. 2, get a theme and stick to it. People follow your channel for the theme you're promoting. When I go off topic, I don't get views. Do videos that you are comfortable with. Find the style that works for you. Have a plan or a story for each video. It needs to be genuine and come from the heart. Sound is important. your phone is okay to start, but a mic with a soundboard is a definite plus. Master some simple software. People expect a little bit more these days, so learn a program like Canva or iMovie to jazz it up a little bit. And last, most important, don't get discouraged. It's your passion, your dream. Don't give it up easily. I didn't. Okay, here's the 3-month update that you've been waiting for. It is August 2nd, 2025. The first week of the first month that I did, I had maybe 4 or 5 subscribers, mostly the people I knew. I started with 6 videos that took me months to make. I only had about 100 views for the whole first month. Some days there were 0 views. I felt I was like putting this into the vast nothingness out there. And I made a promise myself that I would at least do 1 video per week. Into the second month, a few more videos, a couple more subscribers. Now in my third month, I have over 20 videos and over 33,000 views and almost 400 subscribers. I almost threw the towel in after 5 weeks, and I'm glad I didn't. There are people out there who share my passion. It just took that algorithm time to find them. Plus, I made a YouTube short at about the 17th video, and it got attention to my channel, so that really helped. If you made it this far into my review, I would want to congratulate you. There's so much more to talk about, especially what I learned about editing, but we'll talk about that in another 3 months when I do my next update. I'm learning new things every day, and I want to share them with you so that it can help you too. If you like this information and this channel, please hit the like button and especially the subscribe button if you haven't already. I would love for you to take and look at my past videos and see the evolution of the channel, even as ugly as it is. I made plenty of mistakes early on, but I love to hear from people like you, and I truly do enjoy corrective criticism. If there's something that you would like to see about rocks, minerals, and crystals, or the universe, leave a comment for me. I'd love to provide it for you. That's my genuine passion. I'm Dino, and as always, it's a pleasure finding the crystal road together with you. Namaste.